This is the Inferno Fantasy Podcast with me, BFF Inferno. My real name is Mark Salinas. We're broadcasting from Las Vegas, Nevada today. Recording on Spreaker, simulcasting on Station Head. And we are about to record on YouTube as well. Primarily fantasy sports podcast. Usually fantasy football. Hey, there we are on YouTube. Yay! We're also on Station Head, simulcasting on there with the sound, on Spreaker with the sound, on podcast recording. All right, let's go ahead. I'm here with the super producer, my co-producer, Little Matthew, right here on YouTube. He is all of 22 months old. He likes to press buttons. On Spreaker, we have some music in the background. We just got done with our theme music there on the podcast. And yeah, so we are here for Fantasy Sports. No more than 10 minutes, so let's get to it. Got my notes here. All right, so for today, we got a couple things. We have some news as far as ourselves here. Me at FF Inferno. On social media, at FF_Inferno on Twitter. At Inferno, it's the same on Instagram, at FF_Inferno on Instagram. And then look up the FF Inferno page on Facebook. And on YouTube, it's Inferno Fantasy Football. And that's where we are on social media. All those outlets, so many places, the power of social media. So we're going to talk about a Super Bowl review. It is the weekend after the Super Bowl. And talk about that. We're going to talk about some fantasy baseball as well. And then some early redraft football rankings. Okay? Early redraft football rankings. So, okay, so, yeah. Gonna be a fun one today. Again, my super producer, co-producer, Matthew. Oh, sorry, on YouTube, I just totally blocked the camera with my notes. But yeah, all right, so, there it is again. Sound effects, yay. Let's talk about the Super Bowl. Patriots won again for the 6th time. Yeah, I lost my ass as far as sports betting, and that's another topic as well on this podcast / videocast / simulcast on Station Head. I do a little sports betting here and there. I do live in Las Vegas, so yeah, sports betting is. What's wrong, Matthew? What's wrong? What do you see there? Something wrong? All right, we'll figure it out later. Yeah, I lost my ass. Yeah, I think on the last podcast I gave you the Rams. If you got it at +3, that didn't even help out at all. Yeah, so I lost my ass there. Bet several different props. Lost my ass there too. I think I hit a couple, like Gronk getting over 4 receptions, and that's about it. That is about it. So I mean, yeah, it was pretty much the most boring Super Bowl ever. And my co-producer here, FF Inferno Jr., or Matthew, also agreed. He fell asleep through it. I pretty much fell asleep through it. And yeah, not a very fun Super Bowl for us. And that's all I really want to talk about. Yeah, okay, that's enough. Next topic, please. We're going to talk about fantasy. We'll do rankings next. Let's do our we'll keep the I have my top 20 for fantasy baseball coming up next, so let's keep it with fantasy football. Redraft top 5s in wide receiver and running back. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's start running back. Way too early rankings, top 5 for fantasy football in redraft. Number 1 in running backs. Let's do running backs first. My number 1. Can you do one? Yes, you can. Again, we are on Spreaker, recording the podcast, simulcasting on Station Head and on YouTube. Number 1, running back, Saquon Barkley. And this is just as of today, February 10th, Saquon Barkley. Okay, number 1. Number 2, what'd you do there? Super producer Matt, let's not touch that. There we go. All right, number 2. And so, I mean, if you look at Twitter, if you look at other sites around the fantasy community, this guy's fallen, but I still believe if he is fully healthy, he is the number 2 running back, if not the number 1 in some people's eyes. That is Todd Gurley. In that Super Bowl, he didn't do anything. So, and that's the biggest game of the year. He didn't do anything. So people are going to be off Todd Gurley. But at this point, unless he does have some sort of injury, he is my number 2. Number 3, Christian McCaffrey. Okay, Christian McCaffrey, my number 3 running back. Number 4, running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And I think those are going to be the consensus top 4 in all of fantasy football. Even at the beginning of at the end of the summer and during draft season, those are going to be the top 4 running backs. And number 5, Alvin Kamara. All right. So Barkley, Gurley, McCaffrey, Elliott, and Kamara. Top 5 in my running back rankings at this time, February 10th. Kind of running out of time here. So let's go over redraft wide receivers top 5, February 2010 or. 210, February 10, 2019. Number 1. Can you do number 1, Matthew? Number 1. Do number 1. Number 1. DeAndre Hopkins. Number 2, Julio Jones. Number 3, Michael Thomas. Number 4, Devontae Adams. Number 5, I'm liking OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. at number 5, not Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown, I don't even know if I'm going to have him in my top 10. I don't know. But anyways, top 5 wide receivers rankings right now. February 10, DeAndre Hopkins, Julio Jones, Michael Thomas, Devontae Adams, and then Odell Beckham Jr. Very quickly, going to fantasy baseball, I did expand from the last podcast from the top 5 to the top 20. I know, Matthew. I know. He's telling me we're not running out of time. We have like less than 2 minutes here. So I'm going to do it really fast. Top 20 fantasy baseball. Mike Trout, Mookie Betts, Jose Ramirez, Ronald Acuna, number 4. Number 5 is going to be JD Martinez. Number 6, Christian Yelich. Number 7, Max Scherzer. Number 8, Alex Bregman. Number 9, Turner. Number 10, Chris Sale. Number 11, Jacob deGrom. Number 12, Jose Altuve. Number 13, Bryce Harper. Number 14, Manny Machado. Number 15, Freddie Freeman. Number 16, Aaron Judge. Number 17, Corey Kluber. I know we're running out of time, my friend. Just have one more thing to do. Where are we? Number 18, I think we're at Paul. Number 18, Paul Goldschmidt. Number 19, Giancarlo Stanton. And number 20, he got injured this past week. So I moved him to number 20, depending on you're going to miss him for the beginning of the season. He's missing spring training, and you're probably going to miss him for the beginning of the season. You might even have an extended spring training. I'm talking about Francisco Lindor. Okay, so he's at my number 20 at this time. All right, so one bit of news before we leave. 15 seconds. I'm now the Vegas Golden Knights correspondent on FantasyPros.com. Yay! So catch us on social media at FF Inferno on Twitter, FF Inferno on Instagram, the FF Inferno page on Facebook, and Inferno Fantasy Football here on YouTube. All right, so on the podcast, we are done. Cue the music up, my friend. Cue the music. There it is. All right. Oh, no, you didn't do it. All right, here we go. There it is. There's the music. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Turn that up. Bye-bye on the podcast. See you later. Bye-bye. And on YouTube. Hey, over here. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Bye. Bye. And on Station Head, thank you for listening. Catch us on those social media outlets, and we will talk to you later. All right, let's get out of here. Bye-bye.